Hey there, we've just launched an awesome new feature. Now you can post your job openings to our job board, and the best part is, it's completely free. Your jobs will appear not only on our job board, but also on Google Jobs, in driver emails, in their profiles, and even inside our chatbot. Let's show you how quick and easy it is to post your first job. First, click on the Jobs link in the menu, then click Create New Job. On this page, you'll see several fields that you'll need to fill out. In the Internal Title field, enter a name for your job posting. This one's just for your internal use. It helps you find the job quickly if you have many listings. Let's type something like Midwest OTR W2 as an example. Next, you'll need to fill out the description. Be as detailed as possible when describing your job. You want drivers to understand why they should work for you, what makes your company a great place to drive for, and what sets you apart. Here's an example description you can use for reference. Once you've added your description, let's move on to the next step, choosing your hiring area. To do that, click the Edit button in the Locations field. You'll now see a map of the United States. There are 3 different ways you can set your hiring area. Option 1, by zip code and radius. Type a zip code into the search bar, select it from the drop-down, and then choose a radius. For example, 150 miles. On the map, the selected area will appear as a circle. Option 2, by state. Just start typing the state's name, and once it appears in the drop-down list, click to select it. The state will turn blue on the map, which means it's been added to your hiring area. Option 3, draw your own area. To do that, click the square icon in the top left corner of the map. Your mouse pointer will change to a crosshair. Now, click once on the map to set your starting point, then move your mouse and click again to create lines and shape your area. To make a basic area, you'll need at least 3 clicks. That will create a triangle. Everything inside that triangle will be your hiring zone. If you need a more complex shape, simply add more points, just like I'm doing here in the video. And by the way, you can zoom in and out on the map using your mouse wheel. When you're done setting your hiring area, simply click Apply to save it. Next, let's move on to the Requirements section. This one's super important. Always fill it out as completely as possible to avoid getting irrelevant leads. Be specific about what kind of experience, licenses, or endorsements you're looking for. Here's an example of how you might fill it out. Now let's talk about benefits. This is another key field because it helps drivers understand what they'll get by joining your company. Try not to leave anything out. Include all the perks and advantages your company offers. Here's an example you can use for inspiration. Next up, pay. Here you'll enter the minimum and maximum pay range for the position. You can choose to display pay per week, per month, per year, per mile, or as a percentage, whatever fits your pay structure best. If it's a fixed rate, for example, 60 CPM, just enter the same number for both the minimum and the maximum values. Let's fill that in now. Now choose your route type. You can select from local, regional, OTR, or dedicated. Pick the one that best describes this position. Next, choose the freight type. We've got options like dry van, tanker, auto hauler, and others. Select what applies to your job. Then select the driver type. You can choose between owner-operator W2, owner-operator 1099, or lease purchase. Now choose whether this position is for a solo or team driver setup. After that, you can click on Application Form Settings if you'd like to add extra fields that drivers can fill out when applying. By default, BForm already includes first name, last name, phone number, zip code, email, experience, and comment. If you don't need any additional fields, just click Submit and your job will be sent to our job board. It may take about 20 minutes for the system to analyze your hiring area and select the best cities to send to Google Jobs. After that, your job will go live. All drivers who apply to your posting will appear in the My Applicants section in the menu. From there, you can view their profiles, check their experience, and reach out directly. And here's one final tip. Try to make your job post as detailed as possible and fill in every field. The more complete and informative your posting is, the higher your chances are to appear in Google Jobs and attract more relevant, high-quality driver candidates. And that's it. You've just learned how to create, customize, and publish a job posting on Trucking Talent. It's quick, easy, and completely free. So go ahead, post your first job today and start connecting with qualified drivers right away.